You may have heard already, WWE SmackDown is coming to Fox this fall, and WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin wasted no time in getting his sports takes out there. After spending time with Baker Mayfield, Stone Cold called him a natural-born leader, and exactly what the Browns need. Greg, more Baker Mayfield hype. I mean, I'm shocked. Are you buying it?
I'm buying all of it.
Ooh.
I'm a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. I love Stone Cold. And he is exactly right. Baker Mayfield is a born leader. When you look at his track record, coming on as a walk-on and then elevating to where he was in his collegiate career, something special, Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, the accolades are all there. And when you look at where he is currently now, drafted #1 overall last season to the Cleveland Browns, and now he's developed this personnel around him with an Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, and Njoku, all these talented guys, Kareem Hunt, all these guys around him. It is special to watch his demeanor, his poise, his demand, and his of respect from these guys, understanding that I am in charge. He is not rattled. He doesn't care who the big name guys are. He is not at all moved by the fact that he has one of the what you guys deem to call divas of the National Football League. He's not moved by it at all because he knows who he is. He's so supremely confident, not only in his own ability to perform and produce, but in his ability to make sure that everybody is going to be on the same page. I got this all under control. Coach Kitchens knows that, you know what? You don't even have to worry about this. Why? Because I'm out here with these guys, and I have the biggest ego of them all that I understand. I know how to suppress it at times, and I know how to bring it out and flash it in front of my guys in the huddle so that they know I run the show. I love it. That's what you want at the quarterback position. He is everything that you want, and he is everything that the Cleveland Browns have, which is why they're going to be successful.
Natural-born leader.
Can't wait. I guess he must have picked up the tab or something for Stone Cold. So, you know, this Baker Mayfield overblown, premature celebration of him is just way ridiculous from this standpoint. Even last year, when they finally won 7 games and he was ordained as the savior of Cleveland football and whatnot. Can I give you some of the, when they played good teams last year?
Yeah,
let me give you those numbers. Let me give you that. 6 games against teams that finished at or above 500, 1-5, 59% completion, 10 touchdowns, 11 picks, 77 quarterback rating. He wasn't that good.
He's a rookie quarterback.
No, I understand that.
I was going to add
It doesn't matter that. You know what? There are guys who are rookies who excel, okay, and guys who play well.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, let me see when, okay, now the bright light's on. Everybody's saying Cleveland's going to the Super Bowl. Everybody expecting, all right, Baker Mayfield and the Browns to come to town. No one's going to overlook you. I want to see all of this. And I want to see that when things don't go right and all those personalities and players that he has, and OBJ isn't getting the football like he wants it, and all that, I want to see how that plays out. With a rookie coach in Kitchens, there's a lot of stuff that tells me this could blow up on them.
I would agree with a lot of that, but the question is he a natural-born leader? Do you agree with
I don't know, because whenever the leadership thing comes up, it's still based on talent. Because you could be a leader until it comes push to shove. Yeah. And if you don't perform, guys can't follow you. You know this, Greg. So if you don't perform, people can't follow that. I don't care what rah-rah speech you give in the locker room.
So Baker Mayfield is one of the guys that really checks every box when it comes to leadership, availability, talent, all of those, accuracy, everything that we want to talk about, he checks every box.
So far. Early.
I mean, we've only seen him in 1 year, and they went from winning 1 game the previous year.
They didn't beat anybody last year. I just gave it to you.
I'm glad you brought that back up, because when it comes to trying to win, learning and changing cultures, you have to develop and understand who you are first and foremost, and then learn how to become that, and then be that consistently from then on. So learning how to win starts with losing those close games. When I was with the Green Bay Packers early on, when Aaron Rodgers took over, we lost so many close games, and we were so close, and we could have been so special, but we weren't because we didn't know how to win. We hadn't learned the art of closing and finishing in the fourth quarter. What these young guys are going to do is learn that even if they don't become all of what we expect them to be this year, and I'm not saying that they can't because they have an opportunity to do that, they still will have the trajectory going in the right direction with Baker Mayfield because he understands what it takes to win games.
This is a tough one. It feels like it's a fence-sitting question.
There's no
because you don't know. Here, okay, see, yes, I would agree. He is an alpha male. He walks into the room. Baker Mayfield has an aura, a persona about him as a guy who's been an underdog his whole career, right? Walking on at Texas Tech, transferring to Oklahoma, winning the job, winning the Heisman Trophy. But to Rob's point, like, I still need to see way more. Last year, he had a coach who was playing with house money, Freddie Kitchens. You know that guy was a running backs coach last year? Now he's got to command the locker room. And what's going to happen if they don't start?
If they start 0-3,
there's going to be like, whoa, and
exactly.
You got Odell Beckham in there.
That's where I will be able to see, Greg, the leadership you're talking about. If they're 0-3 after they've had all this bravado and party and confetti and everybody's all excited about
the potential, you would agree, is certainly there.
On paper.
I was concerned there for a minute because
I see the
I thought you were of the notion, kind of like Ben Roethlisberger, that leadership equates to wins. That doesn't
That's
tell
not what
me,
I'm saying.
I'm glad I found that out with you just saying that. Because if they do start off poorly, it doesn't mean that Baker Mayfield is not a great leader. How he responds in that adversity will show us even how great of a leader he really is. What showed me he was a great leader, remember 2 years ago, they went to the Horseshoe. They played Ohio State. They win that game. He runs out on the field. Boom, he plants the flag.
That's a lead, or is that tacky?
No,
I thought it was cool.
It's whatever you want to call it, but he understood what it did for his teammates to do that. Most quarterbacks aren't going to do that, but you want to win over a locker room. You want everybody to buy into who you are and what you're trying to get done. Sometimes you got to make the stance like that. Sometimes you got to do things that quarterbacks typically aren't supposed to do. That's Baker Mayfield. That's why this will work in Cleveland with the Odell on one side, a Jarvis Landry on the next, because they have the guy under the helm that can manage them both.
They better protect him because that offensive line has some questions.
Oh, he'll protect himself.
Guys,
he knows how to run.
New York Giants have another Eli controversy. We'll discuss that next.
It's always an Eli controversy.
Always, yeah.